You know what? Disney's live action department can blow me. Alright. Hi guys, just me again today. I hope you guys don't mind these solo reviews. It's just been a weird year. It's been a really chaotic year. And it gets getting close to Christmas or like Thanksgiving or whatever, and just everyone's just fucking nuts right now. So you're probably gonna see a lot of just me for a little while. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope it's not a really big buzzkill for you guys, because I mean, I guess maybe it's probably for the best because I get angry when I'm by myself, which is going to be the case for this piece of shit movie. God damn, I hated this fucking thing. Anyway, that kind of transitions me to what we're talking about today, which is, fuck, what did I just see? Nutcracker. Nutcracker in the Four Realms. God damn. Oh, this is bad. Holy fuck. Like, I knew this wasn't going to be good. As long-time viewers have known, I have a love-hate relationship with, mostly hate relationship with the Disney live-action movies, because, you know, I fucking hated Beauty and the Beast, I fucking hated, Jungle Book, I fucking hated Alice in Wonderland 2, I actually liked Pete Dragon. Pete Dragon I was okay with, and there was another one that came out I fucking hated too, but I can't remember what it was. One of the, like, crappy, it's like this fucking movie. It's, honestly, if anything, this feels like all the cynical bile of all of these crappy live-action remakes we've been getting lately. It feels like they picked all the worst elements about them and just crammed them together in a long hour and 40 minutes. The point, and like, I'm not, like, this movie's only doing like 20 million in the box office in opening weekend. I'm not fucking surprised. Like, when I got there, it was literally me and 3 other people, and 2 of them left. So by the time the movie's over, it's just me and this one fucking guy, and I don't even know why he stayed. He was by himself. At least the other guy had a kid who was clearly bored. So at least he had an excuse. But this guy was just by himself, and he stayed through the whole thing. I know why I did it. Maybe he's being a jackass in his own car somewhere right now. But I don't know why. Oh my god. Where do I fucking begin with this turd? It's so bad! It's so bad! And like, this is like Wrinkle in Time. That was the other one I hated that came from Disney this year. Yeah, this is worse than A Wrinkle in Time, and I fucking hated that movie. But at least that movie, I can at least say, tried. This one doesn't try at all. Like, it's kind of embarrassing how little effort it goes into this, because the CGI is awful, the acting is bland at best and obnoxious at worst. The story is kind of nonsensical at times, or just, I don't know. I had to look up on Wikipedia just to remember plot beats that I just fucking watched. Like, I'm not fucking kidding. I checked out of this movie hard towards the end. Like, because at that point, the kid behind me left. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going on Twitter. So I'm like, fucking talking on Twitter. And by that point, something happened, the main villain, and I was kind of like, I looked at it, I recognized that I watched it, and I saw what happened. And then 5 seconds later, I'm like, wait, what just happened? Not like, I can't believe they did that kind of way, and that I literally completely forgot everything that just happened. So I literally look at like a Wikipedia, it's like, oh, that's what happened. That's how fucking forgettable this garbage fire is. Now, granted, this, like, before I go on, I should say this is not the worst movie I've seen this year. It may, if it goes on my top 10 worst list, it'd be like in the bottom. But right off the bat, like, I knew, like, you know, in the first 5 seconds of this movie, you're in trouble. First of all, it's clearly a Christmas movie that they set to release in early November. That's your first red flag. The second red flag, in the first 5 seconds, we get the CGI owl. And by the, again, as I mentioned before, CGI is really fucking bad in this movie, who flies over this town, and the entire town is CGI. Like, they didn't bother filming a single area of this place. It's all CGI. It all looks like Disney's Christmas Carol. Oddly enough, it looks exactly like that. It looks like the animation from that era, except that was an all CGI movie. So you can you can be fine with that. This isn't. So when live actors show up, eventually you're still kind of like, nah, what the fuck? It's kind of jarring. And then immediately, the main character, Clara, who I only remember, one, because it's a Doctor Who companion, and two, they will not stop saying her name for this entire fucking movie. At least they don't say Charles Wallace. I'll say that much. Right off the bat, she starts talking about how she's gonna set a mousetrap in this ridiculously convoluted way, and she's talking about the science behind it all. And this is all like Victorian era England. And she's talking like, we're using Newton's third law of physics, and the gas was slowly lifted. It's all this like sciencey stuff. I'm like, oh no. You guys are doing Alice in Wonderland again, aren't you? Oh, fuck. Because this is the same bullshit they did with Alice in Wonderland 2, and fuck that movie. This movie wasn't as bad as that. I will say that much. If I had to pick a movie that I'd sit through again, I'd probably pick this one over Alice in Wonderland 2. Because god damn, that was bad. Anyway, so, but right off the bat, this main character we're forced to follow around for an hour and 40 minutes has no personality. She has no character flaws. Everything is handed to her. They say like she must have a big life lesson, but really she hasn't, because she doesn't really do much the entire movie. I think I counted on one, but they introduce her. She's like the most bland Disney princess as Pocahontas. And at least Pocahontas had a couple fucking songs. Sorry to fans of Pocahontas. But you fucking know it's true. Anyway, sorry. I'm not talking about Pocahontas right now. To be fair, I'm still collecting my thoughts. Forgive me while I'm just trying to wrap my head around what I just sat through. And I was really gonna drag Howard to go see this, and you know what? I'm actually really glad I didn't, because as many fans of the show know, Howard has a debilitating fear of clowns, and there is a pants-wetting, like shit-stenching, creating clown scene in this movie that I don't know is supposed to be scary or what, but it's fucking horrifying. But we'll get to that, because that involves Helen Mirren, who's in this for some reason. Then again, Helen Mirren's kind of had some stinkers lately between this and the Winchester. Anyway, but back to this obnoxious and annoying main character. So first off, it turns out this character's a princess, because of fucking course she is. And you know they add in the stuff about her knowing about science and being like an engineer and being really smart, just to try to dissuade the critics who are going to say, oh, she's just a bland princess. And she's still a really bland princess who occasionally says some sciencey stuff. And even then, like, she doesn't even really say anything sciencey once she actually enters the realm of the Nutcracker, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. I don't think they've given the whole world name. It's called the Four Realms, which, you know, creative. What was I going with this? I'm so tired. Yeah, anyway, you know they just did that just to dissuade those criticisms, and so all you know from this character is they didn't want to write a character. You can tell right off the bat they did not want to write a character. They didn't want to put any effort into this. They didn't want to make any effort to make anyone intriguing or likable, or, well, I guess they want to be likable and perfect, and that's it. They want her to sound smart and look pretty. That's it. Because it's not like she's like really smart and a social outcast. No, she's still like the prissy princess girl thing. Like she gets getting her hair done. She likes to wear long glowing dresses and stuff like that. And they all talking that kind of cheesy British accent. Like, oh, what a lovely day it is today. It's an altar. Come on, Papa, we must go to the ball and so on and so on. I sound like a Monty Python character. I didn't vote for you. Oh, goddamn. I would have loved this turn like Monty Python sketch at one point. I would have loved to have laughed at some point in this instead of just going, oh my god. Now, like, just gently sobbing in the shower in my head. Of just, holy crap, there's still an hour left. Which that part did happen at one point. And then the actress they got to play with this, they just cast her because she's pretty. She brings nothing. She has no screen presence. She has no charisma. She has like no real talent. When she first enters like the realm of the place, she responds with, "What? What? Oh." She has this face for 90%, like a stoned Matthew McConaughey, except a pretty stock Disney princess. Everything's so whimsical. Look at all the snow. Look at the mice. Look at all the CGI. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so... Man. This isn't as insufferable as life itself. I'll give it that much. But then again, apples and oranges. So anyway. Apparently... Clara's wife, not wife. Man, that would have been controversial. That would have been a twist. Clara's mother was also a brilliant inventor, and she's the one that created the whole Four Realms thing. And she gets in there because Morgan Freeman who leads her in there, and I guess Morgan Freeman's still doing stuff. Can we talk about Morgan Freeman anymore? I don't really know. Not that it matters. He's in like 3 scenes tops, and he barely does anything. I guess they give him an eye patch just to give him something different. I don't know. I hope he got a freckle. South Park joke. So she gets in there, and she starts walking around. She's looking for a key to unlock a weird egg thing that her mother left her after she died, and with the inscription little note that said, "Everything you need is inside." So take 5 fucking guesses where this is going. I wonder what the moral is. Too bad she doesn't fucking do anything, so the moral means fucking nothing. Because right off the bat, when she gets there, she runs into what's supposed to be like a Nutcracker soldier, and then she says that she goes to this bridge that she needs to cross, and in there is like a frozen guard, and she goes, "A Nutcracker soldier," and I'm like, bitch, that's a guy in a uniform. Like, they didn't even try to make him look like a Nutcracker in any way, shape, or form. They just put him in a fucking uniform, and that was it. That was the most effort they did. Anyway. And then she immediately finds out, "Oh, you're a princess. We all bow to you. We will all do exactly whatever you say." So right off the bat, and she doesn't have to put any effort into anything she does for the next at least 40 minutes of the movie. From that point, everything is handed to her. She gets led to the castle by the Nutcracker guy. She gets brought into the royal council, I guess, which just to me felt like I got the point. Is this like a weird Adventure Time adaptation? Because there's different kingdoms. There's an ice kingdom. There's a candy kingdom. They don't call it those things, but that's what they are. And there's a flower kingdom, which I'm sure if Adventure Time kept going, they would have gotten to that eventually. In fact, I'm not unconvinced there wasn't at one point. But anyway, and they say "Oh, you're the princess. We all bow to you. We are so good." And then they call the Sugar Plum princess, played by Keira Knightley, is talking like. Have you ever dated someone with a really annoying, high-pitched voice, and then they tried to sound sexy? That's what that's what Keira Knightley sounds like in this movie through the entire thing. And it is so painful to listen to. So she has the same oh my god, I'm "Hey Casey, how you doing? Am I talking really high like this?" And then I tried to sound sultry and sexy and kind of that breathy way, like I'm Jennifer Tilly, but somehow more annoying. That she talks like that. And it's, oh my god, and it doesn't stop. Even when they do the twist where she turns out, you're not gonna fucking see this, I'm gonna spoil it. Where she turns out she's the villain the whole time. And then she sounds like she wants to fuck the toy soldier she makes, which was even weirder. All the while, our main hero, Clara, gives the same exact facial response every single time when this fucking thing happens. So it's just, God, this fucking bland fucking piece of shit. So yeah, it turns out that Clara wants to get a key to open the egg, but the key is taken by, what do they call her? Like the Ginger Princess or the Ginger Mom or something like that? I don't know. Something with Ginger. Who has like his legion of mice and clowns that are there to like guard the fourth realm or whatever, and she has the key, and the Sugar Plum Princess is like, oh, we need to go get the key. We need to go get key, save the realm, so we can have our weird invention device that turns toys into real life, because that's a thing that exists in this universe. Okay, whatever. So you need to go get the key and take my legion of soldiers with you. And so she does. After this point, now granted, keep in mind, we have the Alice in Wonderland effect here, where the movie talks about a big game about this character can do and her abilities, but they don't actually show any of it. And then she's expected to lead this garrison of soldiers to the fourth realm to go get this key back, and then right off the bat, like a good half of her legion just fucking dies. At least I'm forced to assume that, because the rats pull them underground and then we just don't see them again. So I'm just assuming most of those soldiers just fucking died. And then later on, when she's just legitimately just taken to the Ginger Mom's lair, she has a weird dance with clowns. And then she's taken up the head roof where the key just fucking hanging there, just easy to grab. Helen Mirren, who's apparently the Ginger Mom, comes in. She's like, oh, there's something you don't understand. And then she just grabs the key and books it. And she gets away. Half the people she brought in there at least are dead. And then the fucking Nutcracker guy says, you are extraordinary because you led a group of people into the fourth realm to get the key and you succeeded. It's like, one, she got the key by pure fucking dumb luck. Two, she wasn't a good leader, because again, most of the people died and she didn't really give many commands to them, and she was not helpful in that scenario in any way. Like, she did nothing. She was taken away by the mice, and she was taken to the plot device, and she got the plot device, and then continued to do nothing for another 20 minutes. As the Kira Knightley reviews and stuff, like, I was the innocent, high-pitched voice, but now I'm the sexy, still really annoying villain. Hello, boys, she literally says to the robot tin men she makes, who somehow look less convincing than the toy soldiers that are in Santa Claus 2. Let that fucking sink in. For those that remember that movie, and I'm still shocked I remember that, but you can't forget Tim Allen looking like a weird fucking sex doll. You just can't. It won't leave your memory. You see it when you're a kid, and you're scarred for the rest of your life because of Tim Allen's weird Santa Claus plastic ass. I got on a really weird tangent. Clearly, I still got some issues to work out. But anyway, and at that point, after all that, she finally does something where she uses her science knowledge to climb down a rope. Ooh! Strong female protagonist! Does she even do anything after that? Oh, yeah, she turns some knobs on the machine to make it do a thing at the end. And that's it. That's the most she does. Keira Knightley gets turned back into a doll. The world is saved. Everyone praised her as a hero when she really didn't do anything. But I didn't really care at that point because the movie was finally fucking over and I could leave. God damn. This is such an unimaginative, empty fucking movie. But I've heard some people describe this as soulless, and yeah, it's so fucking soulless. This is such a cynical princess Disney movie. Like, I mean, the new Beauty and the Beast had more effort than this movie did, which is saying much, because I did not like that movie in any way, shape, or form, as many of you know, and some of you disagree with me on, and I still keep fucking hearing about it. God. Pardon me. I still got some... my sinuses tend to go weird when the seasons change. I don't know why. Anyway. I don't got nothing else, man. Nobody wants to be here. Kira and I is having a little bit of fun. Otherwise, this is such a... This is such a chart movie where, like, it feels like, oh, well... we want to get the little girl demographic, so make it a princess, make her smart, so she's like a stereotypical princess, but she'll still be a stereotypical princess because we didn't bother to give her anything else that's interesting about her. Let's throw in some pretty dresses in there, let's put in some flashy costumes, put in some like kooky animals, and lots of color, and let's not do anything else. Let's not put any more effort into this, and this movie bombed, and I hope that will stop Disney from releasing more of these cynically made fucking live-action movies. It's not going to stop from doing the remakes, but hopefully it will stop from making this kind of pile of shit. I kind of doubt it, because at this point, the mouse has more money than the entire fucking nation at this point, so they can do it. They can take a loss like this and be fine. But man, if we can stop getting these cynically made corporate piles of crap, I'd really appreciate it, personally. So that's all I really have to say about this. I know it's probably a relatively short trailer, but you got some good yells out of me. So, yeah. I'm gonna go with trailers now. And I'm gonna go home, because fuck today. So, first trailer I got was The Dog's Way Home, which I talked about before. Fuck it. It looks like it I guess it's the pseudo-sequel to A Dog's Purpose, which is kind of funny because I realized that, like, this movie, Nutcracker, was actually co-directed by the guy who made Dog's Purpose, which explains a lot. Yeah, but Dog's Way Home looks like horseshit, but at least it doesn't have Josh Gad in it, so there's that. Pardon me. Then we got The Kid Who Would Be Kane, which I talked about before. The Grinch, that I've talked about so many times. I'm ready for this fucking movie to be out so I can stop seeing the trailer. Fantastic Beasts 2 is the new trailer. We've talked about that one before. Then we got the new trailer for Ralph Breaks the Internet, which gets a little more insight on what the actual story is. Still don't know what it's all really leading to, but I thought the first one was fine. Nothing groundbreaking, but I thought it was fine for what it is. I don't think it took enough advantage of the concept, and I have a feeling this was not going to either. So, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised, but I have a feeling a lot of the internet stuff they show in the trailers is only going to be in the first 30 minutes of the movie max. That's all going to be in this, like, dungy, dirty racing game world. I'm just calling it right now. Then I got a teaser for the next Disney live-action movie, Aladdin, because what can go wrong there? Just try to redo one of the most iconic supporting character performances of all time with Will Smith, I think is the one cast as a genie. Am I right on that? Either way, I'm just going to take an educated guess and just say I'm probably not going to like it, considering how much I've hated all the other live-action remakes, outside of, again, Pete's Dragon, which is weird. So my hopes are not high for it. Yeah, it's Will Smith. I'm fucking done today, guys. I'm fucking done. Oh, man. So, yeah. I kind of took a break last week because it was my birthday, and I decided I just want to take it easy last week, take a little break for myself, so that's why there's only one new video last week, but we're going to get back to schedule this week, so I think this week I'm seeing Bohemian Rhapsody, and yeah, I'm going to drag somebody to go see Nobody's Fool, because I'm not seeing that fucking movie by myself, so keep an eye out for that. Those will probably be in the next few days. Otherwise, if you guys haven't watched, check the new editorial that I just released last week. I'm very proud of it. I think it turned out pretty well. And, yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you go vote tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. See you later.